And you're muted.
Yeah, or you're... Can't hear you.
Jocelyn, can you hear us? I can't tell if he can hear us or not, so there's no point us even talking.
Yo, do you hear me now?
I can hear you, Jocelyn. Hello. Just bear with me. I just need to cough. Oh, fuck. Right, so, Jocelyn, we've got to ask you a few questions. We've been doing a bit of digging into a show you did with S-Man. I think it was on the Poor Bastards podcast. You had Faith Vickers on, and you had Chris Kerr on, and you were the only one that was speaking the sense where you were saying that Chris Kerr was a pedophile. And at the time, you made Faith go on a rant about how she wanted to kill herself and stuff like that. Could you explain the story for us? We need to fill in this missing gap of our knowledge, Jocelyn Marquis.
Well, basically, he was dating her. He was an adult, and he was dating her when she was younger, and she keeps justifying it. I can't remember the exact details of it. It's been so long. But that's basically what... She was, like, 16. I think, like, 16, and she says the age of consent. But I personally... I'm sorry if I'm lagging here.
No, you sound perfect, Jocelyn. Can I just ask you a quick question? How do you come to know about Faith and Chris? Is it through S-Man?
Yes. It's through S-Man. I never.
So you and S-Man used to be friends, right? And S-Man is like her biggest simp. Am I correct in that knowledge?
Yeah. I it's been a while since I've talked to them, but yes, I would agree to that.
And so you come to know about Faith Vickers through S-Man, and then how do you even realise who she is? Because I know at the time she's tweeting all of this stuff about how she's been raped, how wants to kill herself, and how she's this political ideologue. She's going on all of these debates that you're all a part of. Like, so just give me the fucking TLDR and how you come to know her, Jocelyn.
Well, I don't. I didn't really talk to her that much. All I know is that she said she was raped. So when I made a shitty joke about how, rapists get pleasure in it, so that's a positive. I was just trying to find some, like, positive to rape, like the rapist would get positive to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up, but, like, I struck a nerve and she responded back and forth. I don't really know her. Like,
Jocelyn, did you call you said that the rape, you had doubts about whether she'd actually been raped, is that correct?
I don't think I've doubted that she's been raped. I think, I did. I think I did at one point. I do remember now saying...
What caused you to have those doubts? Like, what caused you to go, this isn't seeming correct, how she's behaving and how she's... Like, what caused the doubts there, Jocelyn?
It was just me being an asshole. I don't know if she... It just seemed like she was... just touched. I don't know. I think I was more equating it to my kind of situation. Where, I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm being confusing. I'm just...
No, it's fine, Jocelyn. Honestly, you're being a fantastic sort of interviewee here. I'm just trying to fill in what my knowledge is, trying to work out where we are in the timeline, really. Go ahead, Jocelyn.
Something about it just seemed like I thought the way she described it was like, I thought she was just touched, and maybe that was wrong. I don't know. maybe I jumped to conclusions. But I don't really like her because she has multiple. She has one time like threatened to sue me over just using her name in a song.
There's a song. Like what is the song called?
I don't remember the exact title, but like I said, like Faith, like it's what started this whole thing. After I made the statement about her rape, like making the joke about her rape, like saying,
just quickly, did you make that on stream or was that in a tweet?
In a tweet.
In a tweet, because the stream comes after, right?
Yeah, the stream comes after I made the song about it. I made the song. She got. Actually, I think it might have been after the tweets where she got all pissed at me.
How was she pissed? Like, what was she saying to you?
She was basically saying, well, you know, she was basically saying that my rape actually happened, or it's been so long, dude. I'm sorry for being.
It's fine, man. Honestly, you're filling in a lot of knowledge gaps that I have at the moment in time. It's really great to have your input here.
Do you remember the stream that you were on?
Yeah, it was a stream on this guy named Brandon's channel.
Was it a Poor Bastards episode?
I don't think so. I think it was on a. I think it was later like re-uploaded to S-Man's channel later.
Right. What was the topic of the stream then? Like, what were you all there to talk about?
Just how they needed to let it go that it was a joke because it was a joke, and it's been so long.
So they make an entire stream to call you out for making this song where you're like making a joke about this fake rape that Faith has pretended to have.
Yeah. Did you find out that it was fake? Because I honestly don't know. I haven't talked to her in years, dude. I don't even know what's currently going on with them. Like,
well, we might go on a journey of discovery here, then, Josselman, because. But so you're on the stream, right? Are you on the stream to begin with, or is she on the stream to begin with? Do you join? Are you invited to join to settle this out? Because what happens? Is it a debate? Like, what is this audio? What is this stream?
It was a stream where I was going on to basically talk to Faith, and I think originally I was just coming on to like address the whole issue, and they said we're bringing them on. It's been so long, dude, so my brain is scattered. Honestly, the stream should be available. Actually, Esman probably unlisted it. To be fair, he's been unlistening videos. I've basically.
But from what I understand of this audio, right, you and Faith, she blames you for all of this stuff. She says she's going to commit suicide. She goes on like an extended rant about how you're evil, about how she's, and because also as well, you said that her boyfriend Chris Kerr, the halfway cuck, was a pedophile.
Yes, I said that because he was dating her when she was underage. And basically, like, I don't understand, like, why Chris would just be in a relationship with a, like, 16 or 15. I don't remember the exact age. It was most likely 16.
But what was
16
her
or
reaction when you were
20.
saying, Jocelyn, when you're saying, oh, this is fucked up, why are you in this relationship? What is her reaction in real time to you then? Is she spurging out? Is she screaming at you?
I don't, to be honest, dude, I don't even, let me try to recant. I think she, man, I'm gonna have to take my time with this.
Sure.
They basically said, I think it actually was on Twitter when I said this. I don't know if it was on a stream. The stream was unrelated to this. She basically said, the age of consent was the right age and that we can date, which, I think it's kind of suspect that a 23-year-old is getting with a 16-year-old.
Sure.
Yeah.
And from what we've come to know, just looking back at this in the current year, right, you seem to be the only person on that stream actually speaking sense and telling it like it is. So this is why we wanted to get in contact with you. And also, you seem to have been the catalyst for her saying, she writes a suicide note, doesn't she, after that stream? Can you remember that?
I don't remember that. I think
Squire or Perspective, can you post the suicide note, that tweet, so that Jocelyn can refresh his memory?
Absolutely.
I don't remember.
But from what I understand, Jocelyn, like she was very regularly. No, but regularly she would threaten suicide. Am I right?
I never really followed her, so I don't. I think she. Actually, I think at one point she did say she was going to kill herself. I don't actually know. That's kind of strange.
Let me ask you this.
I don't want to lie
because-
about it.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. We all remember like things differently. Memories are a funny thing, but you seem to be a very reliable source. Squire, what is your question there?
So, did you think it was odd when you were going at her that all of a sudden all of these different simps, I guess you could call them, just started coming out of the woodwork and digging on you, making videos about you? Did you find that was kind of weird?
Yeah. I kind of found it. I didn't know the term simping at the time, but I kind of find it weird that they were just just not accepting that I was clearly just poking the bear, and like I was trying to say a simple joke, and I just kept going at it because she kept taking offense to it, and you know what, like maybe I shouldn't have said that. I don't know, but she definitely has just this bitch character to her. Like I don't know, like.
Well, Jocelyn, you used to be. In fact, let's just wrap up this the stream. What we're talking about. So the stream is you confront her. She says to you, "I'm going to kill myself." She starts crying and screaming. Then she leaves, and then she writes a suicide note on Twitter afterwards. You've driven her suicidal. She's going to drink mouthwash. It's going to kill her, right? And then a lot of these people that are on this stream start making apology videos. Did you see any of those apology videos?
Oh, that might have been a
Skinner.
different thing. I think. Yeah. That was different, actually. I don't remember.
Who was the name that we
I
had?
remember
That was
Who was the
JJ, I think.
JJ.
Skinner.
Yeah,
JJ Skinner.
They
He made 2 apology videos.
they basically went after their relationship, saying that Chris was abusive, and because she went against that, they apologized. And I don't remember the suicide note thing, but it does sound like her if that happened to do it. I don't know.
I linked that into the chat.
That's why I
in your
don't
chat.
remember.
Now, I'm
why
going
I
to
don't
just,
remember
I'll ask you,
why.
that you used to be pretty friendly with S-Man Speaks, right?
Yeah. I
To the
was.
point where I'd say that you were like internet partners, you do shows together. I think I remember a few shows that you did together around Walk Up 666 and stuff like that. You did debates and stuff like that. So, he is very closely like simping to Faith, right? He is simping to Faith so hard. Has that broken up your friendship, do you think?
No, it was a whole other issue of me constantly choosing to be friends with this person and going back on my word. But that was the whole completely different from her, to be honest with you.
But what do you think his association with Faith is? Are they close friends?
I think they are close friends. They talk. I would say if they're getting relationship, like if she's going to him for relationship advice for a boyfriend, or sorry, I don't even know if they're still together, but what's it called? Their fiancés. I think they were close. So, yeah, they definitely are close together. And S-Man made a whole video of why she is getting abused. So she tried to defend him. I think they're all looking back simps for her, and in a way.
How many of these simps do you think there are?
I guess
because her and Josselman, they were never in a. But her and Josselman were never in like a sexual sort of relationship, were they? They were never like DMing each other sexually. She'd simply DM him if she had problems with Chris.
S-Man.
Yeah, I don't think they were sexual together. As far as I know, they could have been behind the scenes, but as far as I know, no.
But in your own opinion, do you think that S-Man had a flame for Faith? Do you reckon he would happily be with Faith if he could make his dreams come true there?
Sure. Nothing against S-Man as much, but he seems to have a fondness for her, so yeah.
So,
I would say that.
Do we have any other questions before I update Josselman on what's been going on with Faith in the past 2 or 3 months?
Do you know where we could find this stream?
I could try to find it. I don't have it saved anywhere. I think I could try to find it, but since they're I think, let me look. Let me look real quick and see if it's. Let me look on Brandon.
Do you still have a copy of the song as well, Josselman? The song you made, the rap.
No, because I delete a lot of songs, not because of they're controversial, but because I just like to have space on SoundCloud, and there's like a 3-hour limit.
Sure.
I don't have them. I wish, and I delete a lot of songs for storage purposes, where I just don't like them. And what's hard to find is this YouTube channel. Josselman. I'll try to find it. I don't know if they'll have the Blood Sports channel. If I can find it for you, I'll definitely send it over to you.
Do we have any other questions for around that time?
You still there?
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah.
Real quick one. So when you first questioned her story about the rape, did you question it more as a joke, or was there something about her story that made you think that she was possibly not telling the truth?
I think it was more just like me being skeptical. Like I had no reason to be honest, but like I was in this state where I was just like, it's sexual.
Did she bring it up a lot?
Like the only time I knew it was like 1 or 2 times, but I don't follow her. As I said,
Right.
She could have brought it up more than that, but yeah.
Did you ever follow her on Twitter?
I might have at one point, not to like her or anything.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying, like,
maybe to keep up
she
with
would
her,
tweet.
but to be honest, I think I just talked with her.
But she would tweet excessively. Would you agree with that? She'd tweet constantly.
Sorry, go ahead.
She would tweet constantly, wouldn't she, Jocelyn? Like, all the time, if you were a follower of her on Twitter.
I would say, from what I remember, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, she would talk constantly. I think, like, I followed her to keep up with her. I don't exactly remember, but it definitely wasn't like a respect thing.
Sure. And so what is this rape accusation that you had, that you made the joke about? Like, what was the specific instance of rape that she said? Because you said something about her being touched or something. Like, could you elaborate? Like, what was this specific accusation of rape?
I said that I think I might have made a joke that what's his name? What's her fiance?
Chris Kerr.
I forget.
Chris Kerr.
Chris? I think I said that Chris was cucked by the rapist. I don't exactly know. It seems like something I would say. I don't know. But I can't find it on the parody channel. I think you unlisted it, to be honest.
Did you ever speak to Chris?
Because all it is just short videos and uploads.
Did you ever speak to Chris, Jocelyn?
Yes, on the streams. He got on to me for making the rape jokes, and yeah, I talked to him during those streams with her.
Just quickly,
sometimes
so you said prior that you thought she was just touched. You thought like it wasn't a rape. Is that because of the tweet you read where it said that she'd been fingered at Disneyland when she was 50?
You know what? I think that could have been it, to be honest.
Yeah. Could we post that tweet for Jocelyn to see?
Yes, I'll post it in his chat.
Yeah. How did you guys find me, by the way? Did you search my name or?
So, right.
Did you search up service that?
So what's happening as of the current day is that Faith is now in a new relationship. So she's left Chris.
Oh.
Do you want to take a guess of who she's in a relationship with, Jocelyn?
S-Man.
No,
not S-Man. Not S-Man or S-Man wishes.
Well, we have to give him a hint. Okay, it's not anyone that she used to roll with. Let's just put it.
Well, I think we should help him out and just bring him up to current events.
Yeah.
If someone could post the thumbed tape. The thumbed tape.
Oh no.
The thumbed tape. So just click on this link. It's gonna look like something you don't want to watch it work, but just watch it and just give us your thoughts on what you're seeing.
Do you have that perspective?
Okay. Where is it?
It's going to be dropped in the chat at the moment in time.
I
But this
believe
is
we
what
are.
Faith is up to at this current year, and this is why we're also interested.
I'll try to find it. I think it's still on Pornhub.
But also, like, S-Man seems to have closed down and privated a lot of the stuff that he was involved in with Faith recently. And I'm curious to know why.
Ooh.
Are
Honestly,
you still
he
in
has his
contact with
tweets. No, I haven't talked with him in like at least a couple years, to be honest. Like it's been
What
a
was
long
the
time.
server that you were all in? The Discord server that you were all in?
I think it was S-Man's Ethan Ralph.
Watch that, S-Man. What, Josselman, just watch
Oh,
that and give us your live
he's the
reaction to what
guy-
you're hearing.
Is he what guy?
Just give us your commentary.
Okay.
What do you know of Ethan Ralph?
Okay. Ethan Ralph.
You
just
watching the video there,
announced,
S-Man?
Like, I don't really.
So, Josselman, can you identify the
Honestly,
person
at
that's
first
sitting
I
on
thought
top
it
of that man?
was, from H3H3. It's loading. Sorry, my internet's a little slow on device.
So you seem to know Ethan Ralph through
But
H3H3.
I'll watch. Uh, um,
Has it loaded up, Josselman?
let me. This is. Sorry, it's taking a while to load. I'll.
But what do you know of Ethan Ralph, just quickly? Like, what do you know of Ethan Ralph? Because when we said that name, you seem to have, like, an
No, I
NK
just
Ultra
assumed at
activation.
first that was Ethan Ralph. I don't actually know who that.
Right,
It sounds familiar, Ethan Ralph, but I don't know.
sure.
I think this VR video is.
Is that link not working? I can try to get you another one. Hang on.
Sorry, my internet is a little slow. It's
But what you're going to be seeing is you're going to be seeing the girl that,
taking a bit.
you know, you were on that
I
stream
will
with
watch it though.
that
It is.
called you her nemesis and all of this stuff. You're going to see that
I
girl.
think even. Okay, now I realize. Since it says Soul Stream, I think he's the guy who runs it.
The kill stream, sure. So, do you know if Faith has ever been aware of how...
It says host a kill stream. Let me
Yeah.
see.
Just give us your live thoughts on what you're seeing, Josselman. Josselman.
What?
So just give us your thoughts on what you're seeing at the moment.
It honestly is having a difficulty loading. I know it's someone from behind right now, but that's just the first image. It's still on the link. I'm sorry. I'll just try to skip into it and see.
Right, so quickly, the reason why we're digging into Faith's past and speaking to sort of the ghosts from her past and the person that she described as her nemesis is because she's done this sex tape. She's now living with a man called Ethan Ralph, notorious criminal evil. And she has left the halfway cuck boyfriend. She has excommunicated her entire family. She's now pregnant with what may be Ralph's child. They're getting married at Chuck E. Cheese. There's some various fucking crazy shenanigans going on, Jocelyn. And it all begins, seemingly, with the stream that you were on, where you drove her into a rant about how she wanted to kill herself with mouthwash.
Yeah. That's just crazy, man. I never expect that, to be honest with you. And the video is loading. I just can't see her face, but I would agree that it's most likely her.
But also, Jocelyn, like you're being vindicated, right? You are being
it's having
Jocelyn.
Like
you have been vindicated. You've had to wait all these years to be right. It turns out that she has been making up a litany of rape claims that have no basis in fact or reality. She herself has been dismissed as like a completely uncredible source, mentally ill, genuinely like a turbo thought that runs this circle of simps. So, I mean, now you have the vindication, Jocelyn. You were right.
You were the only one that was right.
Would you like to see some evidence?
No, I'm good. I believe you guys. Unless you want it.
But Jocelyn, like, they came at you pretty hard back in the day. All of them dogpiled on you at severed friendship simply because you went against this thought, this mentally ill, deranged, fucking awful person, really. Just because you were speaking the truth and saying, well, wait a minute, you know, she's claiming about being raped, she's going on about being raped all the time, yet she's in a relationship with a guy who's clearly a pedophile.
Yeah. You know what? I agree with you on that. That's my sentiments. That was my sentiment, that he was a pedophile. She claimed she was raped, but it always seemed like a fictitious. To be honest with you, now looking at it, seemed like a fictitious, because it always seemed like a stereotypical story. Not to like blame the rape victim, but it seemed like, I don't know, it just seemed, and with the fingering thing, it just, like, that's why I thought she was fingered and not raped. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right, lads, have we got any other questions for Jocelyn?
Do you know why they have? Are you aware that they have basically eliminated all evidence of these streams? And do you have any leads for us to find these?
You know what? I honestly don't, but I hope that you can be able to find them. They have taken them down. Not taking them down, but they either token them down or you know what I'm saying. Like they've basically hide all of it, and damn,
Jocelyn.
no.
How much power do you think Faith has amongst this group?
I think they had like a lot of. I wouldn't say, I don't know about power, but like basically maybe power, where they could get manipulated into her antics, and you know, I just feel like they saw me as the bad guy, but really now thanks to you guys, I can have some clarity that I was right.
You were the good guy and she was the bad guy. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You were the only sane one.
Yeah. So do you think they were all like covering for each other? Like they had some kind of conspiracy going on in the background where if one of them screwed up, they would all just kind of double down on making sure that person came out as being correct?
I don't know, but what it does seem like a possibility that
Because
they
a lot
are.
of them had videos specifically targeting you for some reason. Like all of them did videos targeting you, saying that you were a bad person over this and other things.
Yeah,
Do you think she ordered them to make them?
they all.
If Faith told them to make a
You know
video
what?
about you, do you reckon they'd do it?
I think they would. I just think that they basically don't know who she. Maybe they didn't know who she was, but they talked with her all the time. So obviously, like you guys said, they probably knew the shit, and just she's just crazy, man.
So that's what you'd say. You'd say she was
also
crazy.
blocked me.
She blocked you?
Yeah.
How did that come around? Like, what happened there?
She's blocked me. She's reported me. How she blocked me is I would say something, and then she would, like, if I added her to like, because she would instantly block. Because I didn't make a new account just to avoid the blocking, but like I did have a new account, so I just said fuck it, I'll tag her, like not harass her or anything, because I haven't messaged her every time. It's like months. But Chris, to get back to what I was saying, like I haven't talked to him one-on-one besides Twitter.
What was your opinion on Chris? Did you ever feel sorry for Chris, or did you feel as though he was completely abusive to her?
I don't know about the abusive thing, but I do think he's an asshole.
What formed that opinion?
Just the way he talks, the way he acts, and the whole pedophilia thing is kind of like I just don't get why you would be with a 16-year-old girl when you're in your 20s, especially like 23. It may have been 26, but I'm not sure. It was most likely 23. I'm trying to remember, but yeah. Sorry if I'm not answering it correctly. I'm just, I didn't get much sleep.
Now,
so.
when you knew Faith, like, did she ever post pictures of herself on Twitter?
I think she at one point did. I think she like as a reveal. I think she like posted it as her profile picture. I don't exactly know.
What was your opinion on her appearance? Did you think she was a Memphis 10 or?
I just thought she was okay. I
Yeah,
didn't really think she was anything.
sure. But when she's talking about killing herself all the time on
Really-
Twitter, did you ever take any of those threats seriously?
If someone says they're gonna kill themselves all the time, I feel like it's less serious than someone who like goes through the emotions of it. I think they're looking for attention. Maybe
Sure,
that's
I'd
fucked
agree
up
with
for
that.
me to say.
I'd agree with that. So did you ever doubt the fact that she was suicidal, or?
I doubted. I think I don't know. I didn't really know much about. I think like one tweet or two I knew something about her suicidalness. So I don't really know. But now looking at the fact that she said it all the time, I think she was looking for attention, and she's just crazy. Not to disrespect people who are mentally ill. It's just, I think there's a certain point where if you say it all the time, it comes off. It isn't as real. Maybe it isn't as sentimental. It isn't. It basically takes away people who are actually suicidal. I don't know.
Sure. Do you think that S-Man believes her?
Probably. You know. I think he'd believe anything she'd say. But maybe
How did
not
they
now.
meet? This is what I want to understand. How does Faith come into your friendship circle with S-Man? Like, how does this even happen?
To be honest with you, I don't know. Like, she was just randomly in it, and she wasn't very active on it, I don't think. Honestly, she wasn't active on the main chat. I think they had, like, conspiratorial or not, I think they talked more amongst themselves on another chat, but I don't know. Maybe she was chatting and I just didn't see. But, like, it was just random. I think she talked to S-Man, but then again, I don't know. To be honest with you, I have to answer with I don't know.
So how does she come to know S-Man then? Like, how does she first know S-Man? Does she watch his videos, or?
I think they knew Chris first, but then again, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know that. I don't know when it started. I wish I could give you an answer on that, man.
No, you keep saying, or you did say prior that, like, they were fiancés. They were engaged to be married, Chris and her.
Yeah.
Right, can you elaborate on that? Because, I mean, that's the first I've heard.
They were planning on getting married. It was talked about on streams, I think. Or maybe I'm just misremembering, but I think they were talking about being married and that they were fiancés. I think they, like, said on Twitter that that they were fiancés with each other, in their bio. I don't exactly know.
Yeah, they at the time I
think
believe
so.
they did. Yes.
Yes, and she was going by Faith Kerr.
But did you ever think, oh, this is fucked up. This guy is just waiting for her to turn of the age, then he can marry her. Do you ever not
Yeah.
think, oh, that's fucked?
I was thinking. I was thinking that. Yeah, I was thinking that while thinking about the other, while talking about the other thing. I think she waited. I mean, he waited. He was gonna wait until she was 18, and then you know.
Did she ever come between
kinda
you and
like an
S-Man?
Onision. So,
Did she ever come between your friendship with you and S-Man?
to be honest, it was already a friendship. The friendship was already not good. But I think they especially got it. I think me pointing out what I thought of her definitely damaged what they thought of me a lot.
But you were right, Jocelyn. You were right.
Right. Right.
Sorry, do we have anything else? Any other questions for Jocelyn the King?
No, he was right.
Yeah, he was right.
Yeah. So I implore you now to just watch that sex tape, catch up with what's been going on with Ethan Ralph and Faith Vickers. I did an interview with Faith's parents where they confirmed everything that you've been saying about how she's a crazy bitch, about how they've disowned her, about how it's all going crazy. She seems to be a person that's very toxic to have in your life, and you did well to identify it within your own friendship group before they all dogpiled on you because they're all simps, and they were manipulated by her and they're all in her DMs. But you were right, Jocelyn, and there's a reason why she calls you her nemesis.
Yeah. And if you don't mind, I'll be deleting all the messages just because, to keep the server,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's fine.
But has no one from your past said to you, "Oh, this Faith girl? She's now doing this." Has no one said that?
no, actually, no one's said that. To be honest,
Because we've been trying to get in contact with a lot of people in that friendship group, and they've all of them have been shutting down, deleting everything, going completely cold. Even S-Man, I've been told that S-Man's left the internet, which is like an impossibility because he's never stopped being on the internet. But Halfway Crook is telling me, Chris, he's telling me that he's close with S-Man and that S-Man is leaving the internet, and it's all because Faith is giving them orders.
yeah. Well, I'm just glad you came to me with this because, I never, at first with her, I thought she was okay, but, she just seemed, something was off about her. Just something was, I don't know,
What, something was off about the things she would say, or
that picture of her makes her look crazy. It wasn't the things she would say. Maybe that was a part of it. It's just, it felt like she was pretending to be this way, to be a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was pretending to be like a victim, when in actual fact she wasn't really. She was making it up.
Yeah, that too. I'm glad you came to talk with me.
Anytime, Jocelyn, honestly. You've been a wellspring of lore and knowledge. Are we good then? Are we good? Have we all got our questions in, lads?
Yeah, I think so. Unless you have something else to say to us.
I have nothing else to say, but I enjoyed our conversation, dude. It was really fun. And sorry if I lagged a little bit. I'm currently using the browser because that's what I'm logged into right now. So,
No, that's absolutely fine. I just need to cough, and then I'm going to jump off the call. See you later, Jocelyn. You've been a great guy.
Have a good one.
all
Thank
right.
you.
Bye-bye.